guys, so first thing we need to do for the sugar detox is basically go through all of the sauces, condiments, and see what has added sugar. And obviously I eat anti-inflammatory, so does Cody, so no seed oil. So none of these have seed oils, but we gotta make sure that none of them have added sugar. So total sugar can be fine as long as added sugar says 0. So first up is Primal Kitchen hot buffalo sauce made with avocado oil, so there's no seed oils, and perfect. Total sugars 0, including 0 added sugar. So buffalo sauce from Primal Kitchen, good to go. Now this one is original buffalo, so let's just make sure. Total sugars 0, added sugars 0. Amazing. This was one of my favorites, but I'm assuming it's gonna have sugar. So this is Primal Kitchen chicken dip-in. It's almost like for chicken nuggets or burgers, made with avocado oil, but let's see. Total sugars 2, and 2 grams of added sugar, so this is a no. Babe, no more chicken dip-in.
Why?
It has added sugar.
That's a heartbreaker. What about Green Goddess?
Checking that next. But your hot sauce is good, 0. Next, Primal Kitchen Green Goddess, Cody's absolute favorite. You can use this as a marinade or just a dressing in general. Green Goddess, total sugars 0 and 0 added sugars. So this one, perfect. Primal Kitchen Ranch, again, same thing. Could be a marinade or a dressing. 0 total sugars, 0 added sugars. So now I'm just gonna check the ketchup. So the only 2 other condiments we use is this avocado mayo from Primal Kitchen. Total sugar 0 and 0 added sugars, amazing. And this is Sprouts reduced sugar and sodium ketchup. Total sugars 2, and it has 1 gram of added sugar. So the ketchup is a no. So we need new ketchup. The only reason Cody buys this ketchup and not Primal Kitchen is because we tried it before and it felt very like sour to me, like vinegar, which I know is in ketchup, but this is why, because there's sugar in ketchup if you eat it with added sugar. So none of this ketchup. We have to go back to Primal Ketchup. How do you feel about that, babe?
Gotta say, dial. It's time to dial in here.
5 out of 7 are no sugar. So we're doing pretty good. All right, now we are gonna make lunch. So for lunch, we're gonna do 100% grass-fed beef, 1 sweet potato each, cottage cheese, broccoli, and honey, because honey is a natural sugar. But let me see, just ask chat to be safe. If I am doing a ground beef bowl with ground beef, sweet potato, cottage cheese, and broccoli, can I add a little bit of honey, or is that considered bad sugar for the detox? It's raw, organic, unfiltered. Let's see what chat has to say. So it's not a bad sugar, but it's still an added sugar in terms of I'm adding sugar to the diet versus if it was an apple, that's an actual snack that has sugar. So she's saying no honey, but I can do cinnamon. So we'll do cottage cheese and cinnamon. So I'm gonna go cook it and I will show you guys when I'm done. Also, something very important is remembering what you're cooking with. So for example, I am cooking with this extra virgin olive oil. No blending, no funny business, just 100% olive oil. So this is the one I use. And then for seasoning, making sure that that also doesn't have any added sugars. This is Kinder's or Kinder's. The blended salt, pepper, and garlic, that's it. And there's no added sugars. That's what I'm gonna put on the sweet potatoes and our burgers. Right here, we are using Omaha steak burgers. So this is 100% grass-fed beef. And then just organic broccoli. Same thing with cottage cheese. I don't have any raw cottage cheese because we didn't go to the farmer's market, so I got the Good Culture. I'll check that and make sure there's no added sugars, but I doubt that there is. But just make sure that you guys are looking at everything you're cooking with. Obviously, you want to stay away from any seed oils. No oil, safflower oil, like any of that. You really only want to be cooking with coconut, avocado, or olive oil. So remember that. Another reminder that I got from my functional doctor is making sure that we're paying attention to portion size. A lot of the times we eat healthy meals, but the portion size is just way too big. So when I say sweet potato, this is the size of the sweet potato. It is very small. Here's a water bottle. So they're small. We don't need to be overeating, even if it's healthy, because it's not good for our digestive system. Even these burgers, I'll go ahead and weigh it out, but Cody can obviously have a little more, not only because he's a male, but because he runs every single day burning 5,000 calories. And I do not. Yes, I work out every day, but I want to make sure that I'm really having 4 ounces of beef, 3 ounces of chicken. So I will weigh this to make sure. It also makes you feel so good when you've eaten a full meal and you're not extremely bloated. So keep portion size in mind as well. Potatoes are in. I'm going to drizzle them with olive oil, a little sprinkle of the seasoning, and I put them in the air fryer. We have this little silicone that we use. We just used it this morning, so I'm just gonna rinse it off and then use it again. But this helps just not have all the oil and everything sink it to the bottom of the air fryer. I can just wash this and then put them in. So I'm gonna wash that, put the sweet potatoes in for about 20 minutes, and then start on the burgers and broccoli. I checked the cottage cheese. There's 4 grams of sugar, but 0 added sugar, so we're good to go. I'm gonna put these on top of our beef, sweet potato, broccoli bowls. Here is the lunch. So this is broccoli, sweet potato, ground beef, cottage cheese, and cinnamon. Can't do any honey yet, but we'll introduce it maybe next week or in 2 weeks, but it's still gonna be delicious.
That's right. Good, feel good. One of my favorite, pretty, not easy, but pretty simple lunches to put together and do. It doesn't take a whole lot of time.
And you get double protein from the cottage cheese.
I love the contrast, extra protein, love some carbs, sweet
and
potato.
Then tell them if there's any guys watching, let's say there's not enough carbs in there for you, because obviously it was 1 potato. Would you do like another potato or would you do rice?
Yes, you do potato, but that's obviously if you're exercising and working out. If you're not exercising and working out,
one is
then
good.
You definitely only need to do 1. But you should be working out daily. You should be exercising, stepping, running, Pilates, yoga, stretching daily. So get it in. But yes, it's a really good, easy lunch. Definitely overestimated. You don't have to go over the top. You have to do a whole lot. Boom. Cook the potatoes real quick. We cook all of our meals every day. Let's say there's 21 regular meals in a week. We cook 18 of them.
Yep.
20 of them out of 21. So it's possible. You have to set up systems. You have to have things in place. Obviously, it helps when you have a partner. We both work from home, so it makes things a little easier to be able to do it versus me being at a corporate office or being somewhere else. So there's that, but also you can meal prep and you can make it happen. So it's definitely possible, and it tastes really good. You can make things taste good that are healthy. You just have to actually try. You have to give effort. And there's a thing called ChatGPT on your phone, on your computer, that makes it really easy to do so. So just talk into it, and it'll tell you how to do it.
So anyway, here we are. Cheers. I'll see you guys for dinner. Just got back from working out. I did Pilates. Cody went on his run. We stopped at the store because I am making chicken soup tonight. Had a chomp stick, a beef stick. These have 0 sugar, so it was delicious. I think there's 10 grams of protein, 100 calories. Love them. With our soup, we got this focaccia from Sprouts. Rosemary garlic with olive oil and sea salt. 3 ingredients. Natural sourdough fermentation, which is top tier. And of course I had to check. Total sugar is 0, added sugar is 0. So this is going to be served with the soup, but I feel like let's just taste a little together. Cody is going to freak out. Wow. Wow. 10 out of 10. So, I'll leave the chicken soup recipe right here. It's anti-inflammatory. So delicious. I'll show you guys when it's all done. Something that I noticed about myself is like right now, I'm craving sugar. Not because I'm craving sugar, but because I'm hungry. Right? And so, something to note when you are going on a sugar detox is be aware of when you are craving sugar. When was the last time you ate? When was the last time you hydrated? Most of the time, I crave sugar when I am so hungry. And right now, I'm so hungry. So that's a sign that I'm going to drink more electrolytes. I just had a chomp stick to hold me over until I have my meal. Because most of the time after I eat, I'm not craving sugar anymore. So keep that in mind. It is done. Don't mind the noise. We have the game on. Here it is. That is the soup. That is the focaccia. And it smells delicious. 0 grams of sugar. So we are going to enjoy. And that is it. We accomplished day 1 together. So we're going to go enjoy and head to bed. We will see you guys tomorrow.